Hello and welcome to EV Review Ireland. My name is Derek Reilly. Welcome to sunny Croatia, where we're going to be looking at the Mustang Mach-E, and it's the GT version. So let's get started. Today's video is sponsored by EasyGo. As well as being Ireland's largest EV charging network, EasyGo supports over 10,000 Irish EV drivers to find and use more than 1,200 charge points active on the EasyGo app. This works across the island of Ireland, north and south. The team at EasyGo also provide home, workplace and public chargers together with fleet management and payment service solutions, ideal for businesses transitioning their fleets to electric vehicle driving. So aesthetically, how will you know the difference between the regular Mustang Mach-E versus the GT version? So you'll see on the wheel arches here, they are colour coded, same as the body colour. So that's the first thing. Also, you'll get 20-inch wheels and the regular only gets 18s or 19s. Then along the front, you'll see that the grille has been blacked off and it has this kind of 3D carbon kind of effect. And in some markets, you'll also have that Mustang illuminated, not in the European Union, but definitely in the United States. You'll have that nice shining galloping stallion Mustang. You also see nice big red Brembo brakes on the GT version also. Then moving down along the back, you've got that GT badging right in the middle, nice and proud. You can't hide the fact that it is the GT that you're driving. You have the same pretty much door openings, etc. What you will have is black wing mirrors, gloss black wing mirrors, and they are folding when you park up. At the rear as well as the front, you will have an option of, or there is a different diffuser at the rear and spoiler and splitter at the front. There's the back again, and it has that GT badging, so you can see it. It's fairly big in comparison to the regular Mustang. Charging, it has an 88 kilowatt hour usable battery. It can take 11 kilowatt on AC, and it can take 150 kilowatts on DC, 10 to 80% in 43 minutes. There's the front there. You can really see the difference standing out. More of a traditional look with that traditional grille. Do you like it? Let me know in the comments. And then you can see the rear as well with the GT badging. Side profile, I really like the colour-coded wheel arches. I think it really works well with it. I don't like the grey plastic ones that are on the regular GT, the regular Mach-E. Overall, really love the looks and love the colour that I picked today, which was the Cyber Orange. There is a grabber blue version that I'll talk about as well. That's enough of the outside. Let's have a chat about the inside. Inside the Mustang Mach-E, there's not a lot of difference between this and the regular one, and my regular review is coming in a couple of weeks, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. Inside then, what you're going to get is not that much of a difference. Maybe along the actual panel that covers underneath the vent, there's a bit of difference there, kind of a carbony kind of a effect, but otherwise pretty similar to the regular Mustang Mach-E. So they're really kind of toning it down. You will get the exact same infotainment screen, which is the portrait. You have the small little instrument cluster behind it. You will get some GT stitching in the armrest and some GT badging on the door sills as well. But probably the main difference you'll notice if you're trying to figure out whether it's a GT or not, if you're not spotting the badging, the main difference is the amazing seats that are in it. And they are amazing. They need to be. It's a powerful car. It'll put you around corners fast. So making sure that they're nice and figure hugging, and the GT version and the seats in it are really, really good. Rear is the exact same space as the regular, and then in the boot as well, you're going to have a cargo volume of 322 litres and an overall volume then of 1,420 litres with the seats down. And don't forget, you've got that frunk up in the front, and that gives you 100 litres. 60-40 split. There is no through hatch on it, but let's take it out for a spin. If you think this car is for you, you can contact EasyGo and register for the app by clicking the link on the screen or in the description. What's it like driving the Mustang Mach-E GT? I don't know if you're supposed to say Ford in front of that, but I don't think so. It is its own brand now, and it is electrified. Amazing. So, 3 different drive modes. Let's talk about that first. You have Whisper, which is for cruising around town. Nothing crazy. Now, still torquey electric vehicle stuff. Then you've got active, and then you've got untamed, and you can straight away the throttle responsiveness, steering wheel, sound. And then within those drive modes, you get a couple of options. You get one pedal drive on or off. You get auto ambient lighting, so depending on whatever drive mode you're using, it'll change the color of the ambient light mode. And then you get whether you want propulsion sound. With the Untamed, you get the option of also having Untamed Plus, which really is for racetrack driving. And what that does is, instead of a 50-50 torque split between the front motor and the rear motor, it puts 40 to the front and 60 to the rear. And it says that on the information as to it's not for roadways. Don't recommend it for roadways. I love the sound. Some people don't, I do. It's not an engine sound, it's more of an electronic vehicle sound, but it's definitely gets you in the mood for it. Some stats, it has a 88 kilowatt hour battery, it has dual motor all-wheel drive, it has a range WLTP of up to 500 kilometers. It has between the two motors, it's 358 kilowatts, putting out 480 horsepower, and that gives you a torque of 860. So it's good. In the US they get a GT and a GT Performance. In Europe we're only getting the GT, to my knowledge. We had a choice of a couple of cool colors today. Cyber Orange is the one I went for here, and then there's Grabber Blue. So yeah, good size round steering wheel, leather clad. I don't know where that fella thinks he's going with the speed limits and the single solid white line, but anyway, nice infotainment system. Steering wheel I was just talking about there, leather clad, round, good size, so you can see there's a small little instrument cluster. We haven't had the launch of the Mustang Mach-E in Ireland yet, and that's going to happen in a couple of weeks, so make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. The central, for driving, the central console is good. There's some couple of big tiles, whether you want audio, whether you want your map. It seems to be Apple CarPlay preference, but I'm sure it does Android Auto as well, but I'll have that in the full review. 20-inch tires, very little sound. They've done a really good job of the acoustics in here. It's double glazed windows in the doors anyway. What else is there out there? This one has the optional pano sunroof, and I was able to pick it today so I could stick my GoPro up and have some footage up from there, that point of view. Yeah, it's got your regular lane keep, adaptive cruise control, speed limiting if you want it. Overall, it's a great car. And it won't have its own way, don't get me wrong. Like, the Tesla Model Y Performance is going to be up there against it, toe to toe. But then at this price range, you're talking about your premium EVs, your Jaguar I-Paces, your Audi e-trons, Mercedes EQCs. So there's plenty of competition in the space. There's plenty of competition looking for this section of the market. Let me know in the comments what you think. Will the Mustang Mach-E GT be on your shopping list? Or is it just too much money for not enough kudos? Probably the wrong word. But yeah, the acceleration. Here we go. 480 horsepower. 860 newton meters of torque. What I don't like actually is the indicator. It's so quiet. You really will forget it, unless it auto cancels. You look down and you realize that the indicator was on, so if they could increase the sound of that, that'd be great. Just a reminder that today's video was sponsored by EasyGo, who are now offering a year's free driving when EasyGo installs a charger at your home or business. For more info or to submit for a quote, click the link on the screen or in the description. That is my look at the Mustang Mach-E GT version. Stunning car, but it won't have its own way like a lot of places in the EV space. It has competition and it's probably going to be put up against the likes of the Tesla Model Y Performance. It's going to start boiling down to your personal preference. Do you like the colour? Do you like the styling? Do you like the tech? There's lots of different variables in there. It's getting so exciting, this space. I'm so happy I set up this channel because every week, every month there's new models coming out. And I remember when there was other YouTubers saying it was too niche. It was a silly idea. Hopefully you liked today's video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment and let me know what you think. And remember, if you think an EV is for you, leave it to me and I'll review. Thanks so much for watching.